Welcome. It's time for the 2022 first year player draft. As you see, Colorado has the 5th pick. Baltimore has the 1st. Seattle is 2. Pittsburgh is 3. Kansas City is 4. So we will see who the first 4 picks are, and then we will get to our pick. The first pick off the board was Art Preston. He was a starting pitcher. He has a MLB ETA of 2025. He throws left-handed, bats right. He has a potential of 80, and overall right now that shows out at 60. As you can see, his reaction is higher than it was scouted. His reaction is at 80. It was scouted at 35. A lot of his numbers are about right where they would be. Stamina was scouted at 80. It's at 70. Hits per 9, 55 was 70. There's no real discrepancies other than, the reaction number. His accuracy at 30 was scouted at 65. And then, what else? Home runs per 9 is at 45. It was scouted at 60. But again, that's not a big discrepancy. Number 2 was Joaquin Chavez, the second baseman for the Mariners. He was scouted potentially as 80. He has an MLB ETA of 2026 plus. He has contact versus right sitting at 70. Was scouted at 80. 50 versus left 65. 65 scouted. His power numbers are 30 and 35. They were scouted 45 and 50. His vision was scouted at 80. It turns into a 65. So he's not far off on the vision. He's not far off on the discipline either. 55 on the current scouted was 65. A lot of his numbers pretty much are pretty much lined up. He is a whole field hitter. He has no tendencies to pull to one side or the other. Drafted 3rd, Brad Castillo. Center fielder for the Pirates. Potentially, he's an 80. Overall, right now, he's looking at a 55. It's an MLB ETA of 2026 plus. His contact numbers are low. His power numbers are low. Basically, everything across the board is low except for his reaction, his speed, and his stealing. His reaction's at 70. It was scouted at 80. His speed and stealing are 80, and they were scouted at 80. If anything, this kid's going to be a runner. He does have a high risk of injury. He does come from the Dominican Republic, and he looks like he's going to pull towards the left field. And the last pick at number 4, Chris Valdez. He's a second baseman for the Royals. Injury risk is average. He hits left-handed. He's noted to pull. He hits to right field 48% of the time. Again, his hitting numbers are low. They were scouted low. His reaction, his arm, his accuracy, his reaction, his speed, and his stealing were scouted high, and they're actually pretty high. So, the next pick on the board belongs to the Rockies. There were 2 players that let me see here, sorry, I was looking at something, I'm still a little, no, there's 2 players on this board. Their MLB ETAs are 2026 plus. They were fully scouted. One is a second baseman, Keith Sanchez, and another is a left fielder, Jim McGregor. Potentially about number 80. Second baseman is listed as an overall of 60. McGregor is listed as an overall of 50. Both of them have been fully scouted. I'm not sure what I think about Sanchez. His vision's good. His power numbers are bad. His contact numbers are decent, 55 and 65, so those are good. So we got Jim McGregor, who is a 50, potential of a 60. Yeah, I think just about judging by the numbers, I know where I'm going to go. So we're going to make the pick. It's going to be Keith Sanchez. We have a competitive balance round 8 pick. We're going to take a quick look at the rest of the top 10. I didn't take Jim McGregor. He went next to St. Louis. Andres Guevara went to Toronto. Tom Cho went to Detroit. Otto Reyes went to Tampa. And the Rangers picked Bobby Jefferson. No one sticks out. Well, that's not true. Next one that does is actually Steven Ramirez. He was scouted at overall 55 potentially. He's an 80. His stamina is scouted at 80. It's at 60. His reaction is actually higher at 80. It was scouted at 40. He wasn't fully scouted, so you get what you get. He's a left-hander, so we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Well, we've got a competitive balance pick here at round A. We don't have a lot of players. We don't have a lot of players scouted. Honestly, we're looking at relief pitchers, and we're looking at outfielders. One that sticks out to me, actually there are a couple that stick out to me. Let me see. This one definitely does. This fielding's at 80. Not bad. Let's see. Let's look at this one. Good. Decent. Jack Herrera. Herrera. He's a left-handed hitting, left-handed throwing. He is a whole field hitter. He doesn't favor one side or the other. Actually, he just favors right field by 1%, but basically he's a whole field hitter. So he either hits the ball to right or he hits the ball to left. I think pulling the trigger for him would be a good idea. We now have the 4th pick in round 2. This, honestly, at this point, it's just going to be more about just trying to find guys that fit what we're looking for the future. He was scouted as topping out at 65. He has good speed. He has good stealing. He's honestly, this is a 2nd round pick, but honestly, I feel like taking a chance on this guy, it may be worth it. So Sean Villarreal, I will I will end up renaming him just because his last name is hard to pronounce. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the second baseman. And the next pick we have is in round 3, the number 5 pick. We're going to go ahead and make our next selection. And in this occurrence, we're going to go... Interesting. We have Ray Amos. It's an 80 potential, 55 overall, 2026 plus. But then the next guy right under him, Ray Schwattenizer, is an ETA of 2023. He's potentially a 70. Overall listed as a 75. Oh, wow. Okay. What the hell? He's a switch hitter. He throws left-handed. He can play all 3 positions of the outfield. He's an extreme opposite hitter. So, why not? Might work for us. We never know. We might actually hit on something. Next pick. We've pretty much stayed away from pitching. And because of the scouting that's been done, that's pretty much where we're going to stay. Let's see. John Pinnock. Everybody else is 2026. He has a potential of 80. Overall listed at 55. His stealing is at 80. Was scouted at 70. But the rest of his numbers don't. The rest of his numbers don't tell him. Don't give him much favor. Mario Aguilera is a 60 potential 80. He has good stamina starting out. He has pretty good home runs per 9 at 55. Pretty good break at 60. His reaction is high at 80, so that may not be too much of a problem. He's 19 years old. He's from Panama. Honestly, for this round, I'm going to take a shot. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to draft this kid. We have two more picks left. We have round 5. We are, honestly, at this point, it's more of a crapshoot than anything. And right now, I don't like Pinnock. Let me look at his numbers for Jeffrey Palucci. Pretty good. His speed's at 70, was scouted at 60. 45 steal, was scouted at 80. Wasn't completely scouted, so kind of going in there unknown. He is listed as a pull hitter. He favors hitting the ball to left field. Honestly, he's 21. He's from Venezuela. I don't know. I'm not exactly. Okay, so we got a 19-year-old switch hitter who throws right-handed. He plays center field. He can play all 3 outfield positions. Speed and stealing are at 65. His contact numbers and his power numbers are kind of low, but again, he's 19. So I think I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to draft Daryl Crump. And then we've got the final pick in round number 6 right here. And at this point, well, it's a crapshoot. Let's just be honest. Yeah, at this point, it's a crapshoot. Okay, we might have found something here. Oh, wow. Okay. Sherwood Tipton. He's a left-handed pitcher. He has a potential of 70. He has a listed overall of 75. His MLB ETA is 2023. His reaction is high. His arm is good. His fielding is really good. Honestly, with this being the last pick, and being 19, and being from Georgia, he only has 3 pitches. He has a four-seamer, slider, and a sweeping curve. Maybe we take a shot. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to draft Sherwood Tipton with the last pick here, and we will see what we end up with. Alright, so we've completed the first year of draft. We're getting ready to start a series against San Diego, a 4-game series. We'll face Chris Paddock, Blake Snell, Mike Clevenger, and, oh boy, Dilson Lamet. Yay. So, those will be the 4 pitchers we will face. So, let's take a quick look at our draft picks and see where they ended up. Okay, we struck gold with 1. Looks like we struck gold with a couple, actually. We struck a real good gold with Keith Sanchez. He has vision of 73 out of the box. He's a overall of 63. He has a potential of 96, so he has an A potential. And honestly, he was worth it. Yeah, he was worth it. So we'll go ahead and we'll sign him to a contract. The next one, Jack Herrera, the outfielder. He's an overall 53, potential of 69. Right now, the good things for him is his speed's at 77, his stealing's at 67. He has a D potential. He has a 53 overall. Honestly, on the fence about whether we sign him or not. So, I don't know. The next one on the plate, on the docket, Sean Verrill. He has a potential of 71, an overall of 58. His potential is a C, but his durability is at 96. His numbers aren't the greatest thing in the world, but his durability is high. His speed's at 74. His stealing's at 80. His base running aggressiveness is at 79. Honestly, I mean, and big takeaway, he's 18 and he's from Puerto Rico. I think honestly he'd be worth taking a shot at. The next guy, Shorten Weiser, right fielder. He actually has a potential of 72, or he has a overall of 72, a potential of 71. Is a C potential, but at this point it looks like he has crashed his potential. He has a stealing of 96, speed at 85, reaction at 80, fielding at 76. His contact numbers are 78 and 77. Vision's at 70. His discipline is at 60. Clutch is at 56. Honestly, and he's 22. He's from New York. Maybe it works. Maybe giving him a year or 2 to try to get his numbers up. Maybe he hits. So I think going ahead and signing him might be a good idea. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give him a minor league deal. The next one on the board, Mario Aguilera. He is a 52 overall. Oh, potential at 76. He has a C potential that climbs. Right now he's sitting at 52. He's 19. He's from Panama. Best thing going for him right now is his stamina is at 77. Yeah, the velocity is 68 and the break is 64. Is a four-seamer changeup running fastball and a slider. So the pitches that he's throwing support his numbers. So honestly, I'd say sign him. We're gonna sign him. The next one off the block, Daryl Crump. He's a center fielder. Potential of 67, 55 overall. Speed and stealing numbers are high. Rest of his numbers, not so much. He doesn't have the greatest fielding. It's only a 43. His arm's at 51. His reactions at 55. He's 19. He's a project. Being a late round draft pick, is he worth it? I think he is. I think he's going to be worth it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign him. And then the last one, who has actually already broke his potential. His potential is at 65. And he's listed at a 70. Sherwood Tipton. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at his numbers. His stamina is at 74. His arm is at 88. His accuracy is at 80. His velocity is 73. And his walks per 9 are at 72. The rest of his numbers are kind of low, mid. He's 19. He's from Georgia. He's a left-hander. He might have D potential, but honestly, 3 pitches. If anything, he may be one of those guys that he may start out as a starter, but because he has the 3 pitches, he may end up getting turned into a relief pitcher, and he might catch lightning in a bottle as a bullpen arm. So I think right now that's what we're going with. So right now we've got all of our draft picks except for one signed, and that's Jack Herrera. I'm still on the fence about this kid, mainly because he can only I didn't realize that he can only play left field. Okay, I'm not on the fence about the kid anymore. I'm not signing him. He only can play one position in the outfield. He can't play any other positions. So he's not being signed. So everybody else that signed is signed. Everybody else that signed is signed. And that's going to be it. I'm not really going to mess with anything else. These are our signees. Like I said, I wanted to cover the first year player draft. Kind of go over what we're looking at. We've got 45 days to the All-Star break. We got All-Star voting. And right now, we're not leading anything, which I didn't think we would. And we're going to take a look. Oh, wow, Sonny Gray, who we traded, is actually in the top 5. Pablo Lopez, who we're actually looking at, is number 2 with Miami. Tyler Rogers. Oh, Scott Obreg is actually in 3rd for relief pitchers, so that's good. That's good. That's awesome. Closing pitchers, we got Richard Rodriguez. He's 2nd. He's behind Kendall Graveman, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Catchers, we don't have anybody. Where is, oh, Diaz. Where is Diaz at exactly? That's actually a good question mark. 12th. Interesting. I wouldn't have expected. Alright, first baseman. Nobody in the top 10. Yep, nobody in the top 10. Nobody in the top 15. CJ Cron is actually at 16. And Dietrich's at 18. Second baseman. Nobody in the top 10. Hampson's looking like number 11, so he might have a shot. He's got 176,000 votes right now, so he might have a shot. Maybe break out onto the team somewhere. Third baseman. Honestly, this is one of those where I fully expect I'm not gonna hit. I'm not gonna hit on it. Well, we do have Maikel Franco in there. He's down towards the bottom. He's got 66,000 votes. Only, well, he's got more votes than Evan Longoria, Kyle Seager, and Thayor Estrada. And Seager plays on San Diego, but has only played in 14 games. So that tells you something. And Longoria has only played in 19 games. And yeah, I should tell you something. Shortstop, well, look, Gleyber Torres. He's 6th behind Bo Bichette. So he's actually tied with Bo Bichette as far as number of votes. They both have 234,000 each. So not bad. So top 5 for Gleyber Torres. Left field, Sam Hilliard is 6th. 211,000. He's 4,000 votes behind Corey Dickerson. Center field, that's, well, that was going to be a problem. Raimel Tapia has 167,000 votes. He's 1 vote behind Jared Olivia from the Diamondbacks and Kyle Lewis of the Reds. So, I mean, catch fire, maybe make some good things. Maybe he can kind of improve his positioning. Right field, Charlie Blackman is 8th with 244,000. He's 1 vote behind Will Myers, 6 votes behind Tyrone Taylor, and he's still got to catch Mookie Betts, Ronald Acuna, and a host of others. So, we'll see. But, yeah, that's what your all-star voting looks like. Like I said, we've covered the draft picks. We've signed all of them except for one, and that was the one that we're not planning on signing. We will have the next video coming up. It will not be the San Diego series. At this point, it will either be Pittsburgh, maybe, or Washington. I'm not sure. But it will not be San Diego. As interesting as it's been to play San Diego, I don't know if I can take a 4-game series against San Diego right now. So that will be it, and we will see you with the next video.